Good morning, students. So let's begin chapter 15, that is General Administration and Legal Compliance. So in this, basically we will study about the meaning and the function of General Administration Department and the function of legal compliance. These are actually vital departments of any organization, and they are actually the backbone of any organization. As we have already studied about various departments, that is sales department, finance department, similarly this is also one of the very important departments in any organization. So let's begin. First, let's begin with the meaning of administration. As you can see, the word administer is derived from the Latin word ad plus ministrare, means care for or look after people, to manage affairs. So, the basic function of administration department is to look after the affairs of the organization and also to look after the affairs of the people and their activities performed. Definitions by P. Finner and Prestes. Administration is the organization and direction of human and material resources to achieve the desired end. Or another definition given by L.D. White, administration is the direction, coordination and control of any person to achieve some purposes or objectives. Is management. It is the process in which directs and guides the operation of an organization on the establishing aims. Or the definition given by James L. Hayes, management is getting things done through other people. You must know the difference between administration and management, because these are the very common words which you will come across. So what is administration? The main function of administration is to make policies of an organization, whereas the main function of management is to implement the policies of that organization. That is, administration is performing the legislative function and management is performing the executive function. Second, it is a determinative function, and management, it is an executive function. Under administration, the third difference is it is a top level activity, management is the middle level activity. It consists of owners who invest capital in and receive profit from the enterprise, whereas in management it is a group of managerial personnel who use their specialized knowledge to fulfill the objectives of an enterprise. Fifth, its decisions are influenced by public opinion, government policies, social and religious factors, whereas in management its decisions are influenced by the value, opinions and beliefs of the managers. Sixth, planning and organizing functions are involved in administration, whereas motivating and controlling functions are involved in management. Lastly, it needs administrative rather than technical abilities, whereas in management it requires technical activities. Then only the execution is possible. What is the nature of any administration? It is universal, it is holistic, it is continuous and ongoing process, that once it starts, it is a cyclical process. It is goal oriented, that means it has some objective behind it. It is social and human nature. It is dynamic, it's a broad concept, and it is creative or innovative. Next is principles of administration or administrative department. There is division of work, authority, responsibility and accountability. Discipline has to be there. Unity of command. It's not that one is giving one advice or command, the other is giving the. So there should be an uniformity in the command, unity in the command. unity of direction, subordination of individual interest to the organizational interest, and remuneration of personnel. I move on to the elements of administration: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and lastly it's budgeting. So there is a word POSTCOB. So if you remember this word, you will be able to write the elements of administration in a sequential order. So we start off with planning. According to Kuhns, planning is deciding in advance what to do. So whatever work we want to start in our regular life also, day-to-day life activities also, before starting any work we draw a mind map, or we just plan out that work, how to start off and how to execute that particular task. So that comes under your planning. So it is deciding in advance what to do, when to do, and how to do. So these are the major questions involved in planning. It bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to be. A plan is a future course of action. It is a process of determining the objective efforts and devising the means calculated to achieve them. So how you determine, how you plan out, and how you execute that plan in achieving a particular objective. There are certain characteristics of a good planning. What are they? Yields reasonable organizational objectives, reduce the future uncertainty, gain economical operations, foundation for organizing, facilitates coordination and control, and dictates those activities to which employees are directed. There are certain objectives of or the principles of planning. Now what are they? Any planning, it should be simple, it should be flexible, should be a continuous process. Good harmony with the organization planning should be such that there should be a good relationship. It should help in building a good harmony between or with the organization. Documented means proper documentation has to be maintained for future reference, and it should be precise, clear. So there are certain principles of organizing. First is hierarchy. So when you go in an ascending order, then it becomes like bottom level, middle level, and top level. And when it is descending order, it's top level, middle level, and bottom level. Next is span of control, integration versus disintegration, centralization versus decentralization, unity of command, and delegation of authority. Next is staffing. According to Kuhns O'Donnell, managerial function of the staffing involves managing the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of personnel to fulfill the roles designed and the structure. So there are certain features of staffing, that is manpower planning, recruitment, selection and placement, training and development, remuneration, performance appraisal, and promotion and transfer.